He knew the world would not be the same. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. To impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I suppose we all thought that one way or another. He knew the world would not be the same. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. To impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I suppose we all thought that one way or another. He knew the world would not be the same. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. To impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hello. It's me. Hello. Um, you had it right the first time. It is Mangaloo, so like the fruit and then Lou at the end because I thought it sounded cute. Oh no, you're all good. You're all good.
I almost muted my mic again. Good. But yeah, I'm glad that we got the pronunciation correct. So, hello to everyone in chat. Hello to everyone in the multiverse. We got a frequency from a good old cosplayer here.
Me.
For people who don't know, I barely post on Twitch about it, but I do cosplays, and I always am a fanboy of other people's cosplays, especially Mangaloo, who does some amazing work. She has done Borderlands cosplay, Aliens cosplay, Godzilla cosplay, Nikkei cosplay. Honestly, so many cosplay things I can't name all in one go. So
Totally fair. I've done a lot.
yeah. I think the one that first introduced me to you was your either your Xenomorph or your Godzilla.
Ooh, yeah, those are some fun ones. I love the monster ones. They're actually my personal favorites.
They are the coolest. Here, let me see if I can pull it up on Insta here. Let's get this here. Look at this cool Godzilla cosplay scaring the crap out of the normies.
Let's go, Godzilla!
I actually had a question for you. Have you ever had someone like stop you in the middle of a video and be like, "What are you doing?"
For those specific videos that you're showing, that was actually during a convention, so
Okay.
I was actually normal for being in a costume. I think the weirdest interactions that I have gotten though,
Mm.
when I was filming those, was from the lifeguards.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
lifeguards had no idea. They had no idea that I was gonna do that. And I did it a few times, specifically at Colossal Con. And I've done it so much that like some of the lifeguards that stuck around remembered me. So when I'd come back, they would be like, "Can I get a picture with you? I remember you from last year." It's like, yeah, sure. It's fine. But like it's always funny to see somebody experience cosplay for the first time
Mhm.
because they're always so confused. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah,
What is actually going on here?
I've had those unfortunate scenarios, and I'm sure you have as well, where you're walking out of your hotel and you either get like a junkie or your DoorDash
Oh yeah,
driver,
yeah.
and they're just
Uh-huh.
like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like the,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
the picture clearly stated a person was coming in my car, and now I have to drive like a transformer to a convention center.
Right, right. Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
like, I mean, this one was like amazing to me. I was like, so my
Oh,
my
yeah, they really-
my friend, I tease her a lot because she thinks xenomorphs are hot. So she's like,
They are.
I
I love
not
aliens.
not my bag, but hey, you do you, boo.
Aliens.
But she's like, yeah, there was this really like cosplayer that did the exact thing like I think they're hot for. I'm like, okay, and then she showed me yours, and I was like, oh, well,
That's hilarious.
fun fact, they look more like this one right here. They don't look like
Uh-huh.
this. So,
Right, right.
speaking of which, with these bigger ones, what goes through the thought process of like saying, okay, I'm gonna dedicate to this large piece, like this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna devote a week, a month, a year to this.
Gosh. I think on Godzilla, I'm pretty sure I spent about 2 months on
Ooh.
it. It takes a lot of planning.
Hmm.
I designed it first, with help from my partner, and then we spend most of the time crafting it out. For both Godzilla and Alien,
Hmm.
it was a lot of foam work. It was a
Yeah.
ton of foam that we went through. I spent a lot of time sanding or sculpting pieces or doing like the light work. Like for instance, for Godzilla, there's a lot of lighting on there. A lot goes into them. It's a lot of creative problem solving too, because I
Mm.
know like with Godzilla, for instance, I had to figure out how to make it so that I could safely get in the water with lights,
Yeah.
which was interesting. The solution to that problem was to use vase lights, the ones that are used for like parties,
Oh,
um, that have batteries that just screw into the bottom. So each light had its own battery.
okay, that's
And I
pretty awesome.
stuck that into each of the spikes. Yeah, yeah, and that's how that worked. But yeah, each big monster costume had its unique problems to figure out like how to actually make it work.
Yeah.
So that took a lot of time to figure out. On average, it takes me like 1 or 2 months to build, though. I can pump them out pretty fast.
Yeah, essentially they're like babies. So yeah, you got to pump them out. um,
I do more. I need more monsters. I think it'd
speaking,
be so cool to do a T-Rex.
oh, that would be awesome. I've
some
seen
point.
people do those like Jurassic Park styled ones where it's like a suit and you see like their lycra legs. Yeah, those ones are pretty
Yeah,
rad.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine being in like the summer weather in that though. I feel like that would just like kill me.
Right? Yeah. Now that's why I like doing the Gajinka version. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like more of a swimsuit.
Mhm.
So it's more comfortable, like not super comfortable to wear,
Right.
but comfortable enough to wear during the summer and into a pool.
Speaking of comfortable and killing you, explain this. what went into making the coil head for you?
Oh gosh. Okay, I feel like that build was just a fever dream.
Hmm.
I built it around the same time Lethal Company got really popular.
Yeah.
I made that in 3 days. It was a
Yes.
joke at first. I joked online saying, "Oh, well, what if I made something from Lethal Company?" But
Mhm.
instead of it being the Lethal Company worker, what if I cosplay one of the monsters because I really like the monsters?
Right.
So I joked about making Coilhead, which I think is the most scary monster.
It is definitely scary.
In Lethal Company. It's like, it scares me the most. um but for some reason it drew my attention. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really like the cosplay things that scare me. So I decided Coilhead, and I threw that together in 3 days. I found I think the spring was from a bed, an old bed that I found on eBay. And I bought that, and then I had a mannequin head, so the dress or the wig ones.
Yeah.
And I just painted it to look really weird, and then I just made like a humongous cavity foam to be the torso, which I replicated from my dress form. But yeah, Coilhead was really one of my more bizarre costumes. I did have a lot of fun wearing it, as especially because no one knew that I was doing this costume. And when I took it to MagFest, I had people that I knew, like my friends, would come up to me and not know it was me. They'd be like, "Nice costume," or they'd be terrified, which was absolutely hilarious. So I had a really good time with that costume.
I'm not gonna lie. I was scrolling through your pictures because I was like, okay, let me see what kind of cosplay she's done so I can get ideas for my set. And then I see bikini shot. I see this like sexy like ZZZ outfit. I see Asuka. I see all these other ones. And then just out of nowhere, just a giant scary mannequin head just pops out of the bottom of my screen. And I'm like, okay. We got variety in here. That's cool. I love variety.
Exactly.
I guess my biggest thing is, do you enjoy the challenge of making big outfits like this, or is it more just like a character that excites you more?
Gosh, I mean, Coilhead exciting. I think it's more so the challenge. I love the challenge involved with it. I love exploring different ways to make something. I like exploring new ways to make things. I do like doing the characters and like the personas and stuff. Like when I did Coilhead, I was under the impression that I was gonna walk around a con and just be silly and like just do silly things the whole time. So like I guess it's a mix. I do like the challenge and I love the play of it. So yeah. Both.
I think the biggest thing as well, especially for us, is like getting as accurate as possible, because I think it's always like not a competition per se, but always to be like, I want to be the one that people come up to and say, I want that one in my photo. I want that one to be my duo or whatever. So I think, like you said, kind of like the closest and more intricate you can get, the more it's like exciting that people are like, I'm going to remember this forever.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, that Coilhead is just amazing. I mean, I would probably shit myself if I saw it IRL.
Oh yeah, so many people did. Like it was so funny whenever I'd go around a corner and someone would see me for the first time and jump because they were so freaked out.
Yeah,
I've never felt so scary in my whole life.
But that's also a good thing, because it's like at least now you can say like, you know what, hey, buzz off, kids. Like, I don't want to take a photo with you. Speaking of which, did kids take a photo with you as Coilhead?
Yes, actually, yes. Although I have made a kid cry before as Coilhead. So I kind of recently moved to a neighborhood that does trick-or-treating. And last year we decorated our house to be Lethal Company themed. And I cosplayed Coilhead, so when kids rang the doorbell, I would answer it as Coilhead. I think it was, I want to say it was like the first person who came by the house. Was a really young child with their parent. And as soon as we opened the door and they saw me as Coilhead, they started crying, which made me feel a little bad. But honestly, it was pretty funny. And the parent who was with them got a kick out of it. Like they were laughing. So we were, we were terrible. But it was really funny. I had fun with that Halloween.
It builds character, so the kid has to just suck it up.
It does. It definitely builds character. But that was the one kid who cried. The rest of them loved my costume.
That's
they
awesome.
all were like, "Whoa, that's scary." Yeah, definitely scary.
I got a question from one of my viewers here. He says, "How mobile were you in that costume for the sake of being scary?"
It was really hard to walk around because I had to wedge myself into the fake torso, so
Mhm.
I couldn't use my arms. So going up and down the stairs was really difficult, especially because I also had heels on because
Mhm.
I wanted to have more height. I'm not that tall, and Quillhead's kind of tall, so I needed to have a little bit of a height difference.
Right.
So I had some wedges on to give me a bit of height, but with the heels, like it's also dangerous
Mhm.
because I could fall. So it was an experience, especially whenever I needed to go up or downstairs or I needed to go down an elevator because I couldn't hold on to the sides.
Right.
Um, and my vision was very limited.
Yeah.
I had like a little window in the very front of Coilhead towards the top. I was smart and I made it so that it could come apart so that I could breathe
Mhm.
and I could also see clearer.
Right.
You can kind of see the window in like some of the videos. That's what I'm looking out of. But overall, my mobility was very limited. It was very limited. I had to have somebody with me to help me walk around. Thankfully, I had a big group of friends who were also cosplaying from Lethal Company, so we all kind of just hung out together
Yeah.
and helped each other move throughout the con. Not that we moved a whole lot because
Right.
we became pretty stationary once people saw the costumes.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things people I think don't understand when they get into cosplay is if you pull off a cosplay, and this is kind of a compliment, if your cosplay is really good, people are going to stop you in the same spot for 30 minutes to take photos. And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
you basically get a queue of people and it's like, okay, awesome. But again, that's just compliment to your craftsmanship there. I mean, you gotta, we do it for the love of the game, you know what it is.
Exactly. True.
Which comes to my next question here. What is the most like fun costume that you've worked on? Like the one that you worked on and
Oh,
two
gosh.
got to wear around the con.
Ooh, oh god, that's such a hard question. Because each of my costumes have something that I really love that's really unique about them.
Right.
Like for instance, I loved doing Godzilla. I loved Aliens. Like those were fun because of the challenges involved with them.
Mhm.
And being able to take them into the pool and just like go around the lazy river, I love that. I love my fish costume, which I did during 2020 because I was really bored. I cosplayed a sea bass, which was just like people call it like a reverse mermaid, I guess, because I had a fish head on. So I guess I could see it. But I enjoyed that one because it was like really cursed and I could make some really fun like videos with it. So I had fun with that one. Oh gosh, I loved making my Tiny Tina from Tiny Tina's Wonderlands as my newest Tina costume. I've done a lot of Tinas over the many years. I especially loved doing that one because I have a lot of fun doing the line work that's
Mm.
all over it. I love painting. I love drawing lines. I love detail work specifically, and
Mhm.
that costume has a lot of it. Plus, Tina herself is a really interesting character. She's very chaotic, and I love uh cosplaying her, like taking her to cons and essentially like role playing her, I guess.
Right.
At these conventions and just being chaotic and like interacting with other cosplayers at the con. Gosh, a favorite. I don't think I could pick a favorite. It's so hard to pick a favorite.
It's like picking one of your
because
favorite
I've just
kids.
done so many of them. I've just done so many. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, yeah, your line work is impressive. Like when you just released that recent one for Borderlands 4, the one of you at the beach, I just had to like look at it just because it's like not only did you do the line work on your body, but you did the line work on the actual costume. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like I remember a long time ago I tried to do Lee from Walking Dead, Telltale, and
Yes, yeah.
I was just like I did some line work, but it was just like for me personally, it didn't come out looking good, and from my point of view. So just seeing how you did yours, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like how long did she spend doing these? Which
Oh gosh, I've been doing Borderlands cosplays for forever, but
how long is the makeup
so lots of
process?
laughs. What's that?
How long is the makeup process for something like that?
It varies depending on the character.
Mm,
Fiona, that one is pretty easy. That one I could do. Makeup takes, I would say like 30 minutes. It's like it doesn't take that long.
okay.
For something like Tina, the makeup plus the costume,
Mm,
takes me at least 2 hours, like
jeez.
2-ish hours. It used to take about 3, but I cut it down to 2. Um, my newest Borderlands one for Borderlands 4, I cosplayed Vex,
Mm,
which is the new Siren. And I believe the tattoo took about 3 hours. And then in the morning, I think it took another 2 hours. So it took 5 hours total to do that one,
that's
to
impressive.
just get into it.
Right. No, that's impressive. And see, the thing that scares me when I see something like this is I'm gonna sweat and all that paint's gonna come flying right off of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of setting spray. Lots of setting
Oh,
spray.
there you go. I'm sure you smelled like
Right.
a walking CVS.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like Borderlands is your biggest inspiration of late, and a lot of your stuff I've been seeing is your excitement for Borderlands 4,
I'm
which
so excited.
have you picked it up yet? I saw some people playing it already, I think.
It comes out tomorrow for
Oh, okay.
Steam and Epic, which I do definitely have it, so I will be playing it immediately because I have no self-control and I will need to play it like right then and now because I feel like if I don't, I'd get spoiled on what happens
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
follow so much Borderlands content stuff.
valid.
Ugh.
And you'll be streaming it, I take it?
Oh, absolutely,
All right.
100%.
And everyone in the chat, definitely be sure to follow her at Mangaloo Cosplays on Twitch and Instagram, and you can see all her cool, amazing cosplays and watch her kick some ass in Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So
Which actually, my question for you on that is, what do you main? Because Borderlands 1,
uh,
it was for me, it was this main soldier dude. Borderlands 2 was Gage, and I never played
uh-huh.
3.
In 1, I think I played Lilith. I want to say I played Lilith.
Okay.
Um, in 2, I started with 0,
Mm-hmm.
but then Gage came out, and then I played
Mm.
Gage. I love Gage. I love the DLC characters for Borderlands 2. I thought they were really well done. In 3, I did Moe's. Pre-sequel. I can't even
Oh god, I
remember
forgot about
who
the
I did in
pre-sequel.
pre-sequel. I think it was Athena. I want to say I did Athena in pre-sequel. And then in 4, I am obviously going to be doing Vex because I have cosplayed her and she also has a cat. The cat sold me.
Of
So
course.
so
Of
I was like,
course.
I'm in for this character, I guess.
You're like crazy cat
She's really
lady.
cool. She's a dark witch.
Mhm.
So I really like that concept and I thought it would be a fun character to play as.
I mean, you got to stick with the crazy cat lady sometimes. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so I guess one of the more general questions that I want to ask, and I mean, I'm sure anytime you'll ever interview anyone or get stopped at a convention, is what inspired you to get into the hobby of cosplaying / streaming?
So with cosplay, I was peer pressured
Oh no.
into it. No, like it wasn't a bad thing. It was actually a good thing. It was during college. My friends peer pressured me into going to this big anime convention
Hmm.
called KatsuCon, which is also like one of the bigger cosplay conventions here on the East Coast. I didn't really know much about cosplay when they were trying to sell it to me,
Hmm.
but I did know about things like Pokemon and like anime and that kind of thing.
Right.
So I threw together some like Pokemon trainer like really quick. It was like a classic cosplay, and I went for that weekend, and I pretty much fell in love with cosplay. I got to see all these amazing costumes that people made and like put together, and I got to meet all these really cool people who had very similar interests as me, and I just kind of fell in love with it while I was there. And from that day or that weekend onward, I decided that I wanted to like dip my toes into it and
Mm.
attempt my own like costumes and stuff, and I did, and then I like fell in love with the creation process because it was like really cool to like bring something that you're so passionate about to
Mhm.
life. So like one of my first costumes that I did was a Nightingale from Skyrim, and that like really got me into it because I like had a fun time like really putting it together, and then to see it all finished was really cool and awesome, and then to wear it felt like really awesome as well. So yeah, that's how I got into cosplay. So the streaming part came a little bit later, like much later. I didn't get into streaming, oh gosh, I think it was like several years later. But like of course like when I was streaming back then, I think I would stream like once a month, and that mostly like I was a gamer before I was a cosplayer, but
Mhm.
I just while I was gaming during like my youth and stuff, like I just never thought about streaming. That was probably for the best because I don't want to stream as a minor.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that I waited until I was an adult to do it, since I had like the setup and like the money to do it,
Right.
and like all this stuff for it. But yeah, I got into streaming way later. It was actually post college. So during college I got into cosplay, and after college I got into streaming, and I think I got like more and more into it the more I did it.
Mhm.
Because again, like the first time I did it like once a month, and then it moved to like once a week, then twice a week, and now it's just like a regular thing for me.
Yeah,
So
you kind of like put it into your DNA to some extent.
yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always been fascinating for me to see kind of like cosplayers when they start. And it's like a simple like dress and hey, I'm a character from Twilight, and I just put contacts in, put makeup on, that's my cosplay. To now seeing them kind of evolve from going from a simple like thrifted cosplay to your amazing Nightingale, which that one I remember I saw it on my feed and I was like, holy shit, I forgot that the Nightingale armor looked sick, and two, that it was in Skyrim.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that was definitely a nostalgic throwback to me when I saw that. And it's always one of those things where you kind of like want to challenge yourself and be like, I can do better, I can do better, I can do better. Like you're going to be your own worst critic in that sense.
100%, 100%.
Is there a cosplay that you were working on and you're like, you know what, fuck this cosplay, I am abandoning ship, this is not worth the trouble, fuck this thing?
Oh God. I know I've had costumes like that, like
Mhm.
where I'm just like, like I gotta put this on hold or
Yeah,
like whatever. God. Like my Doomslayer costume, like it's getting done. It
it
like it is getting done.
it looks good, it looks good, from what I see
Like
it
the
looks good.
only hold up with Doomslayer is it requires a lot of technical skill. Like it is very intricate and it takes longer than a week or two to make. With me cosplaying full time, I have to build things really, really fast.
Mm,
And because Doomslayer just takes so long to do, that's why it's been so hold up. I mean, it's on my desk. It's on my desk. I am working on it. But like it's just a long process that I have to slowly like work my way through. Also like it requires a lot of technical skill. Like right now I'm trying to teach myself how to learn to use Blender to
mm,
3D model parts. So like here's a part that I 3D modeled. It's a little bag.
that's cute.
And then we printed it for my Doomslayer. Um, but yeah, I like there are absolutely some costumes where I've started them and haven't finished them. Doomslayer. I think I also have what was it? It was a demon hunter. I did a demon hunter. Gotta forget the game. I don't know why it's
Bloodborne.
no, it was the other one. The
Demon
Blizzard game.
Souls.
Blizzard. What was it?
Diablo.
Shit. Yes. I started that, and then I just finished it because once again it was a time thing. So
Mhm.
most of my projects that I start and then just don't finish is mostly because of time. Like it just takes a little bit more time to make it,
Yeah.
and I have to like crunch things out. Like I need to keep producing content as like someone who does it full time.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, and for anyone watching, if you've ever done a cosplay and Con Crunch is the worst fucking thing in the world. Some people live for Con Crunch. They're like, you know what? I love the adrenaline of crunching. Not me. It's the scariest thing. Last thing you want to do is show up out of the like, get into the entrance and something falls off or something doesn't stick, or it's like, Jesus Christ. Someone in chat by the name of Ziggs says to call you a goober.
I'm a goober. Hello, Ziggs.
But yeah, I'm looking at like your Jinx top, and it looks like it starts with cloth, and then does it translate to foam, or is it all foam?
No, it's actually all fabric.
Okay.
How I did that was I used the backside of a vinyl because it has a nice matte surface that is easy to paint on. I do this technique with my Borderlands costumes. So what I did was I airbrushed it. I put on the highlights and the shadows, and then I did a drawing effect to make it look more cartoony. But yeah, that is all fabric. There is a bit of foam to give it more structure. Like for instance, the neck piece. The neck piece has a bit of foam to it. That way it holds its shape. Because if those pieces were loose, they'd kind of not look the way I wanted it to. Like I wanted it to be like kind of like ripped looking and hold its shape.
Yeah.
But the fabric itself wouldn't have been able to do that. Like I would have had to put some support. So I used foam for that. But yeah, like the outer part is all fabric.
That's awesome. See, I need to get on that foam game. My problem is I 3D print all my armor pieces, and I have this weird obsession with being as authentic as possible. So if the suit is leather, it needs to be leather. It needs to be reflective as leather. If like the worst one that I've worn recently was my Star-Lord cosplay, it needs to be as accurate as possible. Yeah. The problem with that is you can't breathe. So one, you have a helmet with LED lights in your face. You have a helmet covering your head. Your body is covered in canvas almost kind of material. So there's no breathability there. And it's like, safe to say I almost had a heat stroke at Comic-Con.
Oh, no. Yeah, I could see that because of the jacket and like everything. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot to put on.
It's the worst.
So much, especially if it's actually leather. Oh my god. Also heavy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of felt like I was swimming inside of a pool inside my cosplay the whole day. Yeah. Which have you ever had anything kind of close to a heat stroke before? Or just something like you were like, hey.
I personally haven't had heat stroke. Fortunately, my partner had something very similar. He cosplayed something from Fallout. It was I believe it was the NCR. No. It was the Elite Riot gear for Fallout New Vegas. And
the dudes with the gas mask kind of thing, right?
Yeah. And he wore it to Otakon, which was a summer convention, and he almost passed out because it was so hot. I've also worn not summer cosplays to summer conventions. Like I did Fiona, like her actual jacket outfit. And in my very early years of cosplay, I made the decision to make it out of upholstery fabric. And it was like this fake leather looking stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it was real leather, but it kind of looked close. And it was fairly cheap, so I got a lot of it, and I put together this monstrosity of a jacket that I took to Otakon in the middle of July, and I sweated so much in that costume that I actually had to throw that jacket away. It was disgusting. It was so gross. I was like, I can't do this again. Like, if I choose to do this costume again, I'm just gonna remake it and build it so it's more comfortable and breathable. And like maybe sew it better too, because I did kind of rush it.
I can absolutely guarantee you one of your fans would have absolutely bought that jacket full of sweat.
I know.
They would have done it. That you could have paid for a brand new cosplay with that jacket. So let's see here. What's been your fave con and your worst con?
Ah, gosh. Ooh. Okay, that's another hard one. Okay. Well, I have a list of favorite conventions that because there's a lot that I really enjoy.
Sure.
I love PAX East. PAX East is great. That's a video game convention in Boston. It's like an industry con, so a lot of like the industry people go. Like it's how I get a lot of my jobs.
Networking
But
people.
like it's really yeah, exactly. Like networking, that kind of thing. You can meet like other creators too. Like I made a lot of friends from there. It's a great convention. Um it's like it's also really fun since you get to see like a lot of like new games. Like there's a lot of like indie game creators there. Like there's a lot of really big brands there. Like it's a really great con, especially if you like video games.
Mhm.
Another convention I like a lot that's on like a more smaller scale, but like pretty much the same thing, but not like the industry side of things, is called MagFest, which is in Maryland.
Mhm.
Like it happens more towards like uh January, so it's a winter convention. I like that one because like it's a video game and music convention. They have a 24-hour arcade, which is so great. So they have panels going on I think all day, like now that I think about it. And it's just so chill. Like it's such a chill convention. Aside from those two, oh gosh, I really like RTX, which was Rooster Teeth's convention when they were around. They are no more, and RTX is of course no longer there.
Wink,
But
wink. They are still alive somehow.
well, yeah. I
Or
mean,
coming
Bernie
back. Yeah.
did get Rooster Teeth, so
Mhm.
I
We'll
don't know.
see.
I'm hopeful maybe an RTX will come back. I know that there's another like I don't want to say it's like a convention. Like it seems more like a bar crawl type thing or like little meetup thing that the previous like community people, like the
Mhm.
Guardians and stuff, have put
Oh, okay.
on, that go on in Austin, Texas every year. I think they did their second year last June actually.
That's awesome.
It's called Homebrew. I haven't yet to go to that one, but I am pretty close with a lot of people in the RT community. So I think at some point I need to make my way to that little get together because I miss people.
You need to bring your
I miss-
Ruby cosplay back.
yeah, I could. That'd be so fun. So fun.
All right. Worst con.
Oh no.
You don't have to name names. You can maybe just say like, okay, there's this con. It was not well managed or really hot.
Yeah. Like, oh gosh, I know in my very early years of cosplay, I used to go to a lot of different conventions. Um, just like a huge variety of one. I remember there was one convention I went to that I competed at specifically. It was a smaller convention. The venue was not great. Like it was very small and tight. Like it was very small. But I remember going to do their costume contest at one point, and I had a skit that I put together, and I recorded like an audio bit. Like I had like sound effects and stuff. I did the whole thing, and they during my part of the performance, so they didn't actually test the audio for things.
Oh no.
So they majorly messed up on my thing with the audio and stuff. So the audio, they tried to play it from their computer, like like in this big room that we were doing the costume contest in. Nobody could hear it. So their solution to this was to take their microphone and put it up to the computer, which caused so much feedback.
Oh,
It was so bad. Like I was so embarrassed. But yeah, I thought that was really not great. I think that they should have done a test for their audio beforehand. But aside from that, the con was okay. I'm not gonna name the con. Like I don't want to call out like any names. Aside from that, though, I haven't really had any terrible experiences at conventions. Like for the most part, they're all been pretty good. All things considered, with all the conventions I've ever gone to, which is a lot.
Yeah. No, it's crazy how it seems cons have been such a thing for a long time, but there's almost always technical difficulty or security is always like crazy.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
nuts. It's like Jesus, like you'd think they would figure it out by now, but I mean they don't, and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just bad.
Which comes to our next question here. And feel free to skip if it's too much, but what is your weirdest con experience?
Weirdest con experience.
I can tell you a story of mine. It's something that I find funny to this day, weird in the moment. It was at Anime Expo in LA. Me and my buddy.
I love that con.
It's so good. It gets so crowded though. It's a problem.
Good.
We went to the bathrooms. My buddy dared me to do. I was a Moon Knight from Marvel. I don't know why. So I did that, and my buddy dared me to use the bathroom in my cosplay, and I was like, all right, whatever. It's that pretty comfortable cosplay, so that's fine. So while we were waiting to use the bathroom, some guy just comes up to us, and he's like, "Hey, man, do you want to like take some Molly with me?" And I'm like, I'm kind of like in line to do something. Like it's not exactly the time. So we finally it's finally our turn to use the urinals. So we're there, doing our business. This guy comes up to my friend while he's doing his business and says, "Hey man, do you want to do Molly with me?" And it's like, my hands are kind of busy doing something right now. Like, I think my buddy actually rain checked him. I think he was like, I'll have to get back to you.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Safe to say, we did not do Molly at AX.
Fair. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is quite the story. Here I'm like thinking of like, oh yeah, I did this one weird thing at this con. What? That was unhinged.
Trust.
Oh my god, that's another level. Jesus.
I've escorted friends and had people wanting to step on them, wanting them to, send them feet pics. I've seen it all, heard it all. It's nuts sometimes.
Right. Fair. Oh my god. Ah, gosh. Weird things that happened to me. Oh gosh. Well, like I guess this is more of a me thing. It like it sounds really weird when like how I say it, but there's no good way to say it. Anime Expo.
Oh, we got another Anime Expo.
Anime Expo, yeah.
Woo!
Last fun time at Anime Expo. So it was the day I was wearing Godzilla, and we were starving. We didn't eat all day. It was hot. We were outside. This was like blazing LA heat. And we're trying to figure out something to get for food. We ultimately decided on ice cream because it was the one with the shortest line, and ice cream sounded good. My partner was ahead of us, and he got his ice cream, so he was going to share with me until I actually got mine. So I in like in my Godzilla costume, with me being like so super clumsy and not coordinated because I also had like claws on, I dropped my ice cream, like this big chunk of ice cream, and I dropped it on a anime girl fan. And I like had to eat the ice cream off of the anime girl's face.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that's where that was going.
Okay, well, to be fair, the anime girl was like one of those like fan things that the Blue Archive booth was giving out. Blue Archive is a gacha game, and then they had like the character mascot fan so people could cool off, and I used the fan to catch the ice cream because it was a big chunk of ice cream, and I didn't want to lose it because I was so hungry, so I used the anime girl's face to catch it while it was falling. So I ended up eating it off of the anime girl's face, which is something.
So
I think there's pictures of it somewhere.
Bear with me when I say, and this is going to sound really stupid. In my head, I thought that there was a small anime girl next to you, like an anime fan, and the ice cream fell on her face, and you ate it off another person's face.
That's what everyone says. They're like, you eat ice cream off a fan's face? And I'm just like, no, you don't understand. It it was an anime girl, and it was like one of those fans, and I used the fan to catch the ice cream. It was a big piece of ice cream. I didn't want to waste the ice cream because it was hot. It was expensive, and I didn't want to wait in line.
I was gonna say that's the ultimate fan reward right there. Having my idol eat ice cream off my face.
Yeah, I'm just eating ice cream off of it.
Dreams do come true.
That's my weird experience.
Hey, I mean, that's not too horrible. It definitely beats eating off someone's face, so we'll take that as a win. We'll take a W there.
Yeah.
What's been your most memorable con moment? So something along the lines of like, I thought this cosplay was gonna suck ass, and then I got to the con and it was so much better, or this little kid came up to me and it kind of just like warmed my heart, or hey, I met my boyfriend with this cosplay, something like that.
Gosh, I have literally so many amazing moments in cosplay. Like, cosplay has shaped my entire life. Like, I made all my best friends from it. I met my partner from it. I've like created all these really cool memories from it. So it's really hard to pick a favorite. Like, I think I have a lot. Like some memories like I really like. So when I used to cosplay Tiny Tina, I would host Tiny Tina tea parties. So we took over a little part of the convention. We just hijack it. We wouldn't tell anybody. We just do it. Like, we just sit down and occupy a space. And I remember them being so unhinged. People would come and sit down and they'd be so in character. So we'd have like these psychos, like the mask guys, sit with us and they're like talking about poop trains or something. And like we'd have Handsome Jack talking about how the pretzels suck or something. Like, these tea parties eventually got so big, like people started to bring their own snacks and things to them. And I had to like make sure people didn't actually use the teacups because I did paint them with not paint that is actually for dishware. Like, it was just acrylic paint.
Hey.
So I had to make sure people didn't actually drink from it because people started to bring their own snacks and drinks, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, I would say that was pretty memorable. Same goes for a similar concept that I did. Not Taitina, Ruby, from RWBY. I used to hold cookie parties, right? Or PJ parties. I did both. And during these, they would typically be after the convention. So like at night, we'd have these little gatherings. For the PJ party specifically, we'd have a lot of different games. I remember the first time we did it at Colossal Con. We actually had a panel for it, which was crazy. It was so crazy. We had a coloring corner where people were like coloring. We had a corner where people were just chat, and then we had Duck Duck Goose. And oh my God, Duck Duck Goose went on forever. I remember Duck Duck Goose being the most popular thing during that little panel, which was really fun. But yeah, I would say like all the meetups are probably some of my most favorite experiences because I got to meet such a huge variety of people, and that's actually how I met most of my friends and what pulled me into like cosplay and like doing it more and all this like wonderful stuff from like these little meetups and things. Right. So yeah, definitely that.
That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I ever ran a convention, I'd definitely ask you to be the coordinator for activities because it sounds like you know how to hook it up with food and you know how to hook it up with games and fun.
Listen, like so I would provide some cookies. Like, we would do like the Zwei cookies, which was the dog. So I had like a Zwei cookie cutter, and my grandma would make the dough, and then I'd put it out and I'd bring it, and then everyone else would bring their own stuff. We one time had one person bring in milk. Okay, so getting drinks is so hard. Some guy went to the store and got a ton of milk. He was the favorite person pretty much of the whole day.
He was the milkmaid.
Otherwise, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, our cookie party like would have been very dry without any beverages. But this one dude pulled through with bringing all the milk, which is wonderful.
You know what? That would have been a good battle royale moment. Just who can last the longest without drinking milk.
Oh God. There's so many cookies. It's so dry.
What are some things you wish you knew before you started cosplaying?
Ah, gosh. I guess it would have helped to understand more about different materials when I
Mm,
first started cosplaying. Of course, like back in the day, like you were more limited with things. Although, like definitely, like certain things existed that I didn't know about. Like for instance, EVA foam.
right.
Um, Before EVA foam, I was making a lot of my stuff with installation foam and
Ooh,
paper mache.
classic.
Yeah. So I had a lot of paper mache stuff, which kind of limited me to like how I could like build something.
Hmm.
Uh, so it would have been nice to know earlier about the EVA foam, but I'm glad that it like I did what I did. Like I had the experience with the insulation foam and then moved to it to a different material. So I thought that was pretty good.
Evolved right into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish I knew how much of a pain in the ass sanding is. I hate sanding so much.
Oh,
It's the
right?
worst. I hate sanding.
Oh, God.
It's like you're just like in your room or wherever with a gas mask on, just hitting the same corner for like maybe an hour. Still doesn't look right. But ironically enough, I love wet sanding. Wet sanding is so satisfying.
Right. Yeah. And like back to sanding. Another big thing that I really wish that I do like when I started was how dangerous it could be working with certain things.
Mm,
Like for instance, like contact cement, you need to have a window open, you need good ventilation, you need to have PPE. It is very important to do that. Same thing with things like if you're sanding a lot, and you're getting like dust everywhere, like it's really easy to inhale, like if you don't have good PPE. So I really wish that I knew that. I know in the very early years of my cosplay, I made some very dumb decisions and did not properly ventilate my space or wear the proper PPE, but you
you're
learn.
you're probably stoned by the end of the cosplay. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, with like foam dust, paint in my mouth. Sometimes I find it in my nose. It was awful.
Yeah, my room would smell like a garage by the time I was done with it. It's
Yeah. Oh God.
because the thing is, I work out of a second floor apartment, so it's like I don't
Right.
have space. So it's like you kind of have to make do with what you have. So it's just like,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
don't mind me. I'm here until 3 a.m, just sanding away or drilling or whatever I need to do, and it's just like
Yeah.
the life of a cosplayer, as you know.
Exactly. I feel that. I did the exact same thing. I was like, I hope that that my like leasing office doesn't find out that I'm like spray painting in the bathroom.
I think as long as you don't leave any evidence, you should be fine.
Oh yeah, we thoroughly cleaned before we left the apartment. They had no clue.
God, so I was working on a Venom cosplay for a Venom Wolverine hybrid mix, and I got something called liquid plastic. I forgot. It's like liquid rubber, liquid latex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I put liquid latex, and I did not realize how runny it was, and or how long it takes to dry. So there I am,
no.
my dumbass putting liquid latex on my arms, and it starts dripping all over the place, all over the hotel room floor. Like, keep in mind I did it in the bathtub to start, and I was like, okay, this is dry enough. Nope, was not. Next thing I didn't think about is that it hardens. So when I tried to like flush it down the drain, it just kept hardening the more it went in.
No.
So safe to say I did this on the last day of my stay at the hotel, so they didn't really realize anything was amiss.
That's fair.
Thankfully.
That's fair.
But it was definitely one of those things of like, okay, I'm not doing that ever again.
Yeah, I feel that. I did something similar to that. Not with that type of material, but I did that with a paint. I had to paint my nails for a character for Nicole from Zenless Zone Zero,
Mm.
and I was in a hotel in somewhere in LA since I was there for an event. I got invited down from La Jolla to be
Lucky.
there. So I am trying to like get my costume on that I spent like 3 days working on it because I only had 3 days to work on it. And we're doing my nails, and I'm actually really bad at painting my nails. Like, really bad. I'm also really clumsy. So like whenever I have to wait for my nails to dry, I tend to just like ding my nails a lot and mess up the paint quite frequently.
Mhm.
So I had my partner help me since he's better at painting nails surprisingly than I am. So he's painting my nails and we're waiting for it to dry. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. And then I would mess up my nails while we're waiting because I can't sit still for long. And then he'd fix them, and then we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. Come to realize that the nail polish I bought was like a resin one, so I
Oh,
needed a
shit.
special light,
Yeah.
or like enamel or something, that we didn't have because we were in the middle of LA. We were not home. Like we were on the other side of the coast. So we spend, I think, like 2 hours trying to wait for this thing to dry, and like we've recoated my nails like 3 or 4 times because I just can't sit still for whatever reason. I so like we had my partner go to like a nail place, and like we did get like this like fast like dry thing that you paint on. Didn't work. We ultimately decided that we're just not gonna have painted nails for this event because the nail polish was just not gonna dry.
It wasn't having
but
it.
yeah, that was definitely a interesting hotel experience with my cosplays that I will not be making the same mistake again. Now I read to make sure what paint I have.
God,
before I buy
that reminds me. I don't know if you ever saw that news story, but I guess there was some girl who was trying to fly to a convention dressed as Rebecca from Cyberpunk.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
And the airport was like, "Yeah, you're not getting on this flight with like with all that." It's like, yeah, it's like I get rushing to get to a con, but it's like, girl, like you can just do it in the bathroom at the airport or your hotel. Like you don't have to be dressed for the part, especially on an airport.
That would be so uncomfortable because it's cold,
and
like having worn Rebecca because I cosplayed her too. Like the cosplay like is not like super comfortable. Like, oh my god.
Well, the problem is, it's like imagine like you get a delay or like you get stuck somewhere like freezing cold. It's like, all right, well, glad I chose this outfit.
yeah, please.
Yeah, hey, the love for the Gooner fans, am I right?
Oh my god.
Oh come on, we're adults here. We know some of our cosplays appeal to the Gooners.
They do. I know that I have a bunch of them.
I'm sure your Nikkei stuff has definitely caught in their eyes, as Nikkei intends to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I've gone to so many conventions, like especially anime ones, of course, and I see outfits like that, and I'm just like, does it make you uncomfortable to wear something like that out in public, like in front of a lot of people, or do you feel like having like your boyfriend there with you or being surrounded by other people makes it less scary?
I think as long as I'm in a convention setting, I feel safe wearing something like that. If it's outside a convention setting, even if I'm like in something that's not as revealing, sometimes I feel a bit like uncomfortable. So for instance, like whenever I go out for doing like a photo shoot and stuff, and I have to like make my way from the front door to the car in a neighborhood that is full of normies who don't understand what cosplay is, who don't even really know me because we're kind of introverts, so we don't talk to any of our neighbors. So it's always very nerve-wracking having to make my way out to the photo shoot location without being perceived. Like I'm just like, please don't perceive me. I'm not here. Like no matter like what I'm wearing, like whether it be something that's more revealing or something that is more clothed, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, yeah. I've had my friend. She dressed up as a Rogue from X-Men
Mhm.
Evolution, and
Mhm.
literally when she walked into my room, because I had to help her with, I made her a helmet, so we wanted to size it.
Mhm.
So she walked in. She's like, "Yeah, I look like a prostitute in this." I'm like,
Oh my god. Oh.
I didn't want to be mean, but like it's one of those things where it's like the outfit it was just it has a specific look slash design to it that
Mhm.
it's like I could see
Right.
what she's going with, and especially to a
Yeah.
normie,
Yeah.
it's like, dang,
Yeah. Yeah. True.
you know,
True.
it's like this person has a
Mhm.
lot of skin hanging out, like the
Mhm.
convention center is that way. Why are they going this way? It's like one of those
Right.
weird kind of like situations.
Uh-huh.
um, but yeah, I guess being a guy, it's always nerve-wracking for me, like because obviously I
Mhm.
see a cosplay like Nikkei specifically because I love that game, not even for the Gooner stuff. The
Yes.
game is just fun.
It is so
It's
good.
fun. The story is actually good. Everyone that I talk to
I
about this
know,
game is
right?
like, no, you like this game because of the Gooner stuff. I'm like, no, the story's good and the Gooner stuff, but the story is good.
Mhm.
um,
Exactly.
but yeah, so like I'll always be like, okay, I want to ask someone for a photo because it's a character I like, it's an IP I like, whatever the case may be. So I guess there's just always this kind of like nervousness of like how do I approach someone like this without kind of coming off weird,
Right.
which I
Mhm.
think just going to cons more and more you start to realize maybe I think that the easiest approach is the simplest approach. Hey, I like your cosplay, can I take a photo? I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I I think if you kind of push more than that and like kind of come off really nervous, it kind of seems fishy.
Mhm.
At least
Right.
in my eyes, because I've been with friends who have been in revealing cosplays and had to kind of be
Uh-huh.
their muscle, so to say.
Right. Right.
So you can kind of like hear the tone in their voice and be like, okay, this person is like kind of weird and creepy and this person's more
Mhm.
authentic. um
Right. Right.
so I guess for you, like, have you ever gotten a weird approach before? How have you dealt with it? Have you ever had to defend a friend that's had a weird approach?
Um, Fortunately, I haven't had a lot. I feel like, gosh, like I've had weirder approaches at like more normie themed events. Like I've
Hmm.
gone to like Halloween parties and have been approached by some of like the more normie people in like really weird and uncomfortable ways. But in the convention scene, I feel like like a lot of people pretty much understand how to act. Like of course there's one or two people who might come up to you and be really weird. Like I have had somebody come up to me and make Nazi jokes
Oh,
or say
Jesus.
something really uncomfortable to me, and then like I know I had one person come up to me and say something like really like sexist, and then something else, and it was just very uncomfortable, and then do it to like a friend of mine.
Mm.
But in those situations, how we handle it is we report them to staff, because that behavior is not allowed in
Yeah.
convention settings. Like typically most conventions don't permit that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I believe that individual in particular who did that one year actually got banned from the convention, so
Good.
they're not allowed to attend anymore, which is good. It's very good.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it's like far and few, so in between. I haven't had a lot of really bad experiences, fortunately.
That's good. That's good. Yeah,
Mhm.
I always try to make it a point whenever I've gone out with friends or even posts I do before when I'm at a convention, like, hey, if someone's making you feel weird or uncomfortable,
Mhm.
even if I don't know you, I'll pretend to be your friend to make them feel like, oh, they're with their boyfriend or they're with their group of friends, so I have no
Mhm.
no power here, and
Right.
I think unfortunately that's kind of the case with most is they see someone in and think, oh, because this person is scantily dressed, that I can just approach them and talk to them about however I want, and oh, they're dressed slutty because that means they want to get laid. It's like, no. they're just honoring the character, honoring the design. It's like, just because someone is dressed a specific way doesn't give you the entitlement to talk to them a certain way, and
Exactly.
unfortunately people assume because they buy a ticket to this event that they can just do whatever they want. And it's like, no, you still have to treat people like human beings. I know, shocker. but that's just the case. I mean, thankfully, same. I've never had to step in that kind of way. Mostly, what I've noticed is DMs kind of stuff. People like to be more weird in DMs or comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've gotten your fair
100%.
share.
Oh God. Yes, I've gotten a lot.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of just one of the unfortunate things that come with the territory. Being a guy, some dude was like, "Oh, you're fat for this character." I'm like, "Bro, yes, I'm sorry, I couldn't shave 30 pounds in 2 days to pull this cosplay off.
God.
I'm sorry that I didn't wear this cosplay specifically for you and couldn't make it up to your standards, because God knows I put this cosplay together just to impress you."
Right?
It's like, I don't know. It's like people can just be so weird sometimes, and it's like, but it's one of those things where I think they kind of try to do and act that way to kind of I don't know. Maybe it's like some weird thing to kind of put off a cosplayer from doing it more. But I feel like whenever I get that kind of talk, it's just kind of motivates me to do better. It kind of motivates me to be like, all right, I definitely want to be on the lookout for people, friends who may need some help, because I think a lot of the times people are like, oh no, he doesn't mean anything by it, or she doesn't mean anything by it, but it's realistically, it's like, if you feel uncomfortable, you definitely have to say something, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's like, if just because one person's having fun with it and you're not having fun with it, that does not make it okay. I mean, cosplay is about the fun for everyone. So
exactly.
Getting into our next question here, we're just zooming on by. Hopefully you are not in any rush to go to sleep or anything, because I know you are ahead.
No, not at all. This is early for me. That's actually really early for me. I've been going to bed at 7 a.m. It is currently 10 p.m. So I have so many hours.
For the people in chat, we were doing a little test before the stream started, and she admitted that she was up until 7 a.m. watching Aliens Earth. And maybe I'm a boomer, but I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. I used to not be able to do it. I used to fall asleep at about 3 a.m. But gosh, I work late. I feel like I get a lot of my stuff done at night because that's when I feel more motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was a morning person. I would love to wake up at normal times and get things done, but I love sleeping.
No, see, the thing with
staying up and then sleeping in.
The thing with normal times is normal people want to talk to you more. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to be at night when everyone's asleep, and I can just turn on music. I can work on a cosplay. I can play online, and no one's blowing up my phone to hang out, or it's like it's me time. It's me and the moon, and that's it.
Exactly.
And you gotta appreciate those little moments, because I'm sure, again, us being in the same kind of playing field here, it's like, going to a con, preparing for a con, it's just so time consuming. It's just super draining to work for months to get a cosplay going, working from 5 p.m. to 7 in the morning to do it, to finish it, and then having to pack it, seal it, go to a con, try to get to the hotel, check in, get ready for the con the next day at 5 in the morning, and then be there for 10 hours and cosplay, and wishing you didn't have feet anymore. So
yeah, that's also accurate.
Yep. There have been days when I'm like, why the fuck does this character have boots? Why can't this fucking character have Converse or Uggs or just something so much easier?
Exactly. I feel that. I feel it so hardcore.
Which kind of leads to the next question. What is your dream cosplay?
Doomslayer. Actually, yes, it's Doomslayer. I do love Doom Guy. I love Doom Eternal. I'm playing through Dark Ages. That's really fun. I like armor builds. Those are really fun. I like big, intricate things. So yeah, definitely my Doomslayer costume,
Doomslayer.
which I have in progress. It's just taking a long time.
Hey.
This is very technical.
It'll get there. It's never.
Yeah,
Rome was not.
It'll be done.
Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. I just from that one piece of Doomslayer that I saw, I mean that's just already fantastic as it is. So I'm definitely eager to see what you come up with on that.
Yeah.
We have Cool Trainer Vault Boy that says, "What about the cosplay that will never get done?"
That they're okay. So he's making a reference to my Doom costume. It's kind of a I guess an inside joke now at this point that Doomslayer is still not done. I started the costume in 2020, and it has been in progress. Like I keep picking it up and working on it, and then I keep running out of time, or I get a project, or I get like a job or a commission thing that I have to work on instead, and then I have to put it off again. So it's just been that consistently, which is why my Doomslayer is not done yet.
Well, here's the benefit to you on that. They just released a new Doom game, so you're good there.
I know. They did. I bet they haven't finished for that.
Which I'm curious for you. Maybe it helps that you have a partner with you during cosplays and cons. How is it? Are you a big merch person when you go to a con? Do you have to like go buy the posters, go buy the acrylics, go buy the stickers?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
I do buy merch. I like the keychain stuff. I love the stickers. Like between me and my partner, we collect a lot of stickers. We have a ton of stickers. The anime figures, we have a lot. Like that collection back there is only a fraction. Most of it is packed away because we don't want our cats to eat it. We have a lot of figures. Lately, we've been collecting a lot of Pokemon cards and stuff, but it's been so hard to get them because people have been scalping them like crazy.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it's been awful. You just like can't get any, or you have to like pay a ridiculous price for it, which is insane. But yeah, like we tend to at least pick up like one or two things for each convention, like whether it be a sticker or like acrylic, like keychain or something. Or like figure. I also like really love the blind boxes too. Like I had some pretty good blind boxes. Like I got this Godzilla figure from a blind box.
That's cute.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, this was a blind box. And I've also gotten like this sushi cat from blind boxes. So yeah, definitely a merch person. But I don't go to conventions solely for the merch hauls. I go for the people because I like people. I like meeting people, I like socializing, and I like hanging out with friends. And I feel like conventions are a good place for that.
So you're an extroverted introvert.
Yeah, I'm both.
Valid. Do you ever get the feeling like when you get pumped for a con, you kind of like deflate once you get to the con or the hotel? Because I've had these times when I'm like, oh my god, the cosplay is done, it came out perfect, I got my badge, I got my ticket, I got my hotel room, and then the morning of the con you're dressing up and you're like, I don't want to go outside. I want to stay in.
I've done that. Yeah, I've done that. I feel like I do that more with cons that I day trip. But I think that is mostly because like when I'm actually at the con, like it's easier to just like throw on the costume and just walk to the convention center. When you're like day tripping, like you have to put the extra effort into like put the costume on, get in the car, drive to the location, and then you're there, and it's like I'm tired by the time I'm there or whatever. But yeah, I feel like specifically on the first day, like day 0, so when you're picking up your badge and stuff, especially like after a big con crunch, I crash pretty hard.
Yeah.
So I go get my badge, and then I'm like early bedtime, we're going to sleep.
Do you ever feel weird going to a con without cosplay? Have you ever done it before?
Gosh, I don't think I've ever gone to a convention without a cosplay. I tend to always bring one.
Hmm.
Um, just because I like just love cosplay so much. I've thought about going to well, I guess like maybe doing a day or two
Hmm.
without a cosplay. I don't think I have done that either now that I think about it. I think the closest that I have gotten though is like for like my Sunday costumes typically.
Yeah.
I'll wear an easier costume. So something that's not so involved, or I'll pick like a day that I want a more relaxed day and have something that's not like super crazy. Like I know I guess it was AX last year. For one of the days it was oh no, I did wear a crazy costume that day. But at night I did do a more casual costume. I cosplayed Oh no Michio from Yakuza.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
mascot character. He has a big like orange hat.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has a
yeah.
fish bag and stuff. Like I say this is a casual costume.
You're like,
Despite
I
having
wore
a
a
huge
casual
head thing.
cosplay. I was just when I was
But
Optimus Prime.
yeah, that's Optimus Prime. Although like he wears a t-shirt and that's pretty comfortable. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, comfy costume, despite the head thing. But yeah, I don't typically not cosplay. I feel like I always cosplay at cons.
Yeah, I got a migraine once, and I was just like, I can't
Oh,
put on this leather costume. I can't put on a helmet. You know,
yeah, yeah.
especially in LA. You know, it's like it's already hot as it can be. Showed up to the con late. I was like, you know what? I paid for the day. I may as well go. No
Right.
cosplay. Easier to shop, I will say, but it's
Mhm.
like I've gone in cosplay for every con I've ever been to, like all days. So to finally go to one without one, I'm like, I'm not being stopped. This is weird. I'm actually
Yeah,
comfortable. This is weird.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. 'Cause,
oh,
like you can do things and stuff.
yeah, I can actually
You
make
actually go
use
do
of my day. I'm actually comfortable.
yeah.
What?
Yeah,
um,
I especially like it because I can go up and talk to people more easy.
yeah, yeah.
Like with cosplay, sometimes I feel like hindered with my movement speed because of how the cosplay is sometimes. So it's nice to be able to walk or like run up to people. I usually run up to people.
Yeah. Do you ever get those people who like do that weird side picture thing of you? Like they don't want to stop you for a photo, but they want to like pretend they don't see you kind of thing.
Like when you're in the hall and you're trying to get somewhere and they want a picture, but it's like a walking photo. I've done
Well,
those. I've done those.
for me, like maybe it's in like an LA thing. I don't know, but like I'll be walking and someone will like just take a photo or a video of me walking. They don't ask me for a photo. It's like,
Oh.
bro, I'll pose for you. Like I'll take a photo for you. Like just ask, you know.
Right, right. I mean, I'm sure that has also happened to me. It's just I'm very oblivious,
Okay.
especially in costume. Like in costume, I'm very oblivious. Like I just miss things a lot. So I just don't notice like when that happens. I feel like that. Gosh, that would definitely has at least happened to be like in a like a normie setting though, like where like somebody who's not at the con
Mhm.
would do something like that. I've seen that happen to other people as well. Um, but like most of the time, like in the convention itself, I just don't see it if it does happen.
I always try to make it a game of like how many me and my friends can catch. Like
Uh-huh.
we'll just
Oh,
walk.
that's funny.
Yeah, because the thing is, the beauty of having a helmet is nobody can see what
Uh-huh.
you can see. So, you
Yeah.
know, like someone will try to like sneak a photo in, and I'll just like see it out of the corner of my eye, and I'll just do a quick turn. And safe to say, they look scared when you do it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Oh,
I got caught. Because the thing
I
is, it's
feel
like,
that. That's how I felt with the coil head.
because the thing is like I don't want them to take a photo of me while I'm like slurping down like an ice cream and like off my fan or something, you know. It's like I want them to like actually you know, I want them to actually get a good photo of me if they're gonna post it or whatever.
Mhm.
One of the funniest things is my friend, I'm sure every person kind of has one of these people in their group. It's kind of like the manager of the group. Like, okay,
Mhm.
guys, we have our panel in 5 minutes. We gotta go, guys. Nope, we
Right,
gotta wrap
right.
up the food. Like, we gotta be to this meeting in like 3 minutes. So one of my friends, she was like that. This family stops me and my friend for a photo. We were dressed as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Their kid wants a photo, whatever. And she's like, "Hey, where are you guys gonna post that so we can get it and you can tag us?" I'm like, "Bro, it's for their kid." like they're not doing it to like, you know, get clout or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And not only that, it's like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my god, this fucking kid didn't post my photo. Like he didn't tag me." This fucking 5-year-old, I'm never gonna post for you ever again. It's like nah. I think the worst experience, and I'm sure you did it with the coil head, like you mentioned earlier, is scaring kids. Like you don't mean to, but it just happens on accident.
It does. Yeah, I scared one pretty bad during Halloween when they were trick-or-treating, came to my house, answered the door, and they started crying. Although, to be fair,
they came to your house.
Yeah, true. Like they were with a parent, and the parent thought it was hilarious. So, like, we're just like, I guess this is fine.
roll with the punches. Roll with the punches.
Yeah. Like they enjoyed it. Like they liked the costume and stuff. Like it was also a really young kid. It was like very young. But for the most part, most of the kids liked my coil heads. Like I got some like, ooh, scary. I think somebody else said something else. It was some like new thing that kids these days are saying. I can't remember like what it was,
Riz.
but yeah, something like that. I don't know. Like they said something about my costume that was a compliment, but in their like terms, I can't even remember what it was.
See, I'm a boomer, so I probably won't even know.
Yeah, same. Like I feel so old.
It happens to all of us. Don't worry.
Yeah.
What's some of your con pet peeves? Like, I guess mine's not really a pet peeve per se, but like, when someone's super like, "Hey, I need a photo of you, like now, like here, like now,"
Oh, yeah.
or like, "Hey, I want a photo with you." All right, cool. Oh, and my mom wants a photo with you. All right, cool. Oh, and my sister wants a photo with you. Okay, cool. Okay, and my little brother wants. It's like, can you guys just all come for a photo together? Like I'm on my way to something. Like I'll do it. I generally don't like to turn people away for a photo, but it's like, you know, it's like I'm not here to like kind of be a poster for the next like 10 hours, you know?
Right. Oh gosh. Yeah, I get that. That like I've been in those situations too. It's like, oh my gosh. Like everybody. Gosh, I think one of my pet peeves, like it's not like a huge pet peeve, but like sometimes it does bother me a little bit, like is whenever I am clearly like taking a break and like getting food or like something, and somebody comes up and asks me for a photo, or like whatever, like when I'm like specifically like, especially like when I have parts of my costume off,
Right.
when I'm like, I need a break, me without my foam wig on with my chicken nuggets. I would say that's probably my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
Like at least that I can think of right now.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, anybody in the audience, if a cosplayer has their helmet off, has their wig off, isn't holding a major piece of the costume on themselves, it's break time. Like, I remember during AX, I went as Echo from Arcane. And
wow, you did! That's so cool!
Yeah, thank you. Took everything off. The jacket was off. The helmet was off. I looked like Shrek. All I was wearing was just like a white shirt with like a green like hoodie. And some dude was like, "Hey, can you're Echo?" I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, dude." He's like, "Can you just put it all on and take a photo so I can take a photo of you?" I'm like,
God.
"Bro, like." Keep in mind, like I was drenched, like I was sweating. My boots had actually fallen apart because they were just like older boots. So I was literally like hobbling on one foot. And I'm like,
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of one of those things where it's like when normies and cosplayers kind of collide, it's like they, you know, they don't know how long you've been in the cosplay, how far you've walked in the cosplay. You know, obviously they're walking around in like tennis shoes and like tank tops, and it's like, oh, I'm having a wonderful day. Oh, look, a guy in like a predator costume. Surely he wants to take a photo with me when he has his helmet off and he's soaked in sweat. That's the appropriate time to do it.
Try to cool down.
It's like, please, I'm dying. Like, get help.
Oh God.
Do you ever have any fears, like, of something falling apart? Like, one of my biggest fears / triggers is when I see a cosplayer with something draped. Like, you know, you'll see someone with a cloak or someone with a dress that's like, you know, because wearing, you know, again, one of the downsides of wearing a helmet, you can't see much, you can't hear much. So I always, you know, having that, I always try to position myself away from people in that, because I'm just, the last thing I want to do is destroy someone's cosplay. And that's already like a big, like, nope, I'm not doing that. And the second is I went to a convention called Fanime. Let's just say the girl wore something a little revealing, and let's just say the person she was taking a photo with grabbed something that was a little loose, and let's just say it came off in front of a group of people. And thankfully she got covered really fast, but it was like one of those things of like, and that is exactly why I do not touch flowy things. Right. I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fair. Like, back to the flowy things point. One thing that I'm afraid of with the flowy things specifically is, what if I accidentally step on somebody's like train, like long fabric train,
right,
and rip their costume, since I know some people have like really fancy dresses that they put a lot of work into, and I don't want to mess that up. So I was just be like extra careful around them. And from the perspective of for somebody who has worn like drapey things, big fear, escalators, going up an escalator and having it eat your fabric. That's a fear. I know I have one costume that has some pretty drapey parts. It was my gosh, I know it's not called a space moose, but I call it a space moose. It's the monster from Princess Mononoke. It's the moose looking thing.
Okay.
I made that, and it had a lot of drapey fabric to it. Also, it had hooves. So that, like, with that, like, I essentially took heels and chopped off the back heel part, so I was just tiptoe part, and then I elevated it with like a foam block.
Okay, how's it say?
Which is so safe. It's not safe. It was not safe. So like the other fear would have been like falling over in that specifically on an escalator. Thankfully, none of that has happened to me. But like whenever I do wear something that has a lot of like fabric that flows off the costume and like on the floor specifically, I do worry about it getting stuck in places.
Yeah,
like
God.
the escalator, or it's stepped on.
It's so scary to me. Like, I don't know how you guys do it wearing heels like that. That's scary, because the thing is, it's like, and I've seen this happen, of course, before. You know, someone's like if they're wearing like a wedge, not the most serious thing if it snaps. It sucks because your cosplay is like kind of ruined, but for a heel, like that's like a broken ankle waiting to happen. That's like, you know, like that's kind of a wrap on the cosplay, if we're being honest. So it's just like, Jesus, like, and I know a lot of like, you know, like the Gooner crowd sees it and like, oh my God, that's so hot and sexy. It's like, bro, like I feel bad for them. Like they're probably in so much pain. Like I'm sure the last thing, like, and the worst part is like I'm sure you want to kick them off, but then like the con floor is always so dirty, so it's like,
oh God, yeah, they really are. Yes, yep.
And they never have carpet. They never have fucking carpet. It's like, please, you can afford to get like fucking like a voice actor in here. Just give me carpet. Just one little patch of carpet, please.
Exactly.
The sacrifices we make, though.
Right. Yeah.
So speaking of getting the Gooners away from you, you are currently in a relationship. What would you say are the rules to dating a cosplayer? not necessarily rules, but like I
gosh.
guess like what is what's the difference, I guess, of dating a cosplayer? Do you feel like you and your boyfriend do a lot of cons together? You guys work on a lot of cosplays together?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm married.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. so like with that, we do a lot of cosplay, like crafting together. Like he pretty much works with me since we do it full time. Like doing cosplay as a job is very demanding. You literally don't stop working. So I am very lucky to have him to help me do the photography and like the foam work and the 3D printing and like all that stuff because it is a lot. So like there's that. I would say the difference between being in a relationship with somebody who's in the cosplay versus someone who is not. I feel like I have a lot of maintenance. I feel like I have a lot. So like I like being in cosplay for one, my partner does act as my handler, so he'll often like help me at conventions, like for instance, like getting in and out of the costume, or if something breaks, he'll always have a con repair kit with him so that he can help fix it. Like he helps me get around the conventions and with my like holding my phone and stuff in my wallet and like whatever, because a lot of times my costumes don't even have pockets. So
Pockets for people
no pockets.
for pockets for people in chat. If you ever do a cosplay, make sure they fucking add pockets. Like so many cosplays that I've custom ordered, for some reason I'm like, it'll have pockets, I don't need to ask for it. Don't have fucking pockets. So now there I am with a backpack. It's like, oh cool, that's my life now.
Exactly.
Is he supportive of your gacha addiction? Because it seems like from your cosplay.
He got me into it. He got me into the gacha addiction. He's so he started playing DK like the first month it came out, and like he was playing a lot, and we both really like gacha games. And I'm like watching him play, and like going back to the story, like the story is so good. Like it opens up and it's like, why is this so sad all of a sudden for this game that is like very fan servicey?
You're like I was here for the
story is. Like it's something, it hits you.
You're like, I was here for the bubbling asses, and now I'm here for the story.
Exactly. And like the gameplay's pretty fun too, and I love all the mini games and stuff. Like it's a solid game for like how fan servicey it is. But yeah, he got me into it. And like we've been playing it, gosh, like for like years, now, I think.
I think it's
like,
2 years now.
Since launch. Yeah, we played since launch. But yeah, we tend to play the same gacha games. Probably spend way too much money on said gacha games.
You know, it's so funny you say that because one of my viewers, Lake, she mentioned earlier, shut up, I did not start paying attention just for us to be talking about the Gunner game.
Oh my God.
But the thing is because I got her into the game. So I'm sure you know the characters pretty well by now. I'm a stan for E-Leg. Oh
my God, I love her too.
Take
She's
that,
so
Lake.
Great.
Suck it, Lake. Anyway, she is one of my. So she used to be a meme for me because I'm like, oh, this is just like a Japanese version or a South Korean version of like what they think a gamer girl would be like. But I think now I'm just like. Now because my Discord hates her so much, I'm just like so invested with her now. So you know, and I think, and here you can pay me for this idea. You should do E-Leg in your Doom cosplay.
I should.
She cannot.
That's a really good idea.
She cannot stop talking about Boom, so you should bring it back.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I think people kind of have that misunderstanding of like when they see a Gunner game like that and like, oh, you just want it for the you know, the booby jiggly physics, and it's like, you know, I think one of the aspects is we get hooked onto for the designs, because I think you know it's so easy to make a design. Even Lake made a mention of it. She really loves the way the outfits are, how designed are.
Yeah.
She's an artist, so she is very much into you know, design work. And And honestly, even like for me, like whenever I see a cosplayer for Nikkei, it's like, damn, they actually added this extra little detail. They added the rip where this rip should be a place that I shouldn't be looking at, but I have to admire the detail work that they did. And it's just like, dude, it's like you can't dump a Gooner game simply for those facts, because maybe there's gonna be a lot more to it that resonates with people.
True.
And, like when that fucking, and I'm gonna say fucking because it hurt me so bad, that cat side story plot.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh God! I cried at the end of that. It was so sad. Like, I was like, this game has no right being this sad.
One of the worst part.
Oh, it's painful.
I was playing it at work when that scene came up.
Oh no! I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I had like this little cubby where I would sneak it because, of course, I didn't want my bosses to see me playing a Gooner game. And two, it's like, I was really invested in the story, so I was like, oh, dude, this is a cute story. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's happening? Fuck Pinot. Fuck Pinot. She is not as precious as the cat.
God, so sad.
It's one of those things where, again, people will be like, no, why are you crying over this Gooner game? And it's like, no, play the fucking cat section and come back and get to me. You will not know pain until you play that side story.
Exactly.
But I guess since you guys are married, you guys share the bills. Who pays the most in the gacha games? Are you one of those like, I need to have this character, I need to have this skin person, or are you just more, if I get it, I get it?
For me, I feel like I'm more likely to cosplay a character if I have it. So if there's a character that I really, really want to cosplay, I will spend the money to attempt to get it. Or I guess just get it like the Rappy costume banner thing. I just spent the $60 to get it. In terms of who probably spends the most on gacha games, I mean, for a while, the both of us spent a lot, like about the same. Although I cut back a lot. Because before we used to play Genshin. Oh God, the gacha system in Genshin is really bad. Really bad.
It was so bad.
Yeah, we spent so much money on Genshin. I feel especially bad for my partner because he wanted a very specific character that like wasn't even a limited character, was a standard banner character. Never got her. Spent more money than I'd like to say on the game. Never got her. Meanwhile, I think I got her like once or twice, but he never got her once, and it was really sad. So we stopped playing that game since. Now we're mostly playing Nikkei. I think he spends more on it since he's a bit of a tryhard.
Damn. On record, try hard.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a tryhard. That's fine. I have no strategy like when I play games, so I don't try hard. I just like if I see a character that I really, really like, cosplay wise, like I'll spend money on it. He spends money like for like I guess also like if he likes the character, like he likes their story, or if he like really likes like for like the strategy part of it. So like good for the team. I'm just like, I like it because it's so pretty and it looks nice and the character's cute. Yeah. But I would say probably he spends more these days than I do. I'll spend like sometimes a bit on like a costume banner, like once every like 2 or 3 months. So
yeah, see, and the thing that sucks is how it gets you, because it's like, oh my god, you just joined the game, ooh woo, here $5 and you'll get all these cool characters. And then it's like, oh, you got all these cool characters, ooh woo, spend another $10 and you can get more cool characters. Well, you spent $10, here's 15 more bucks and you'll be able to level these characters up. For 30 more bucks you can get a cool skin for them, and it's like, Jesus Christ, leave me alone.
Yeah, I know it was so much.
And
Gotcha games.
and you know the worst part is now, because I also took a hiatus from Nikkei, is when you come
Uh-huh.
back, it's like, hey, where the fuck have you been? Like,
Yeah, it does. It
like,
does.
where have you been? Here's a new season. Now you can pay for this season if you want to get more points. It's like you're dating like a girlfriend. Like,
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my god.
like, where you been? You owe me
This
dinner.
man.
Get your ass over here.
Yeah.
But Nikkei is definitely one of the more pricier ones, just because of the stupid gotcha skin thing that they have.
Yeah, the gotcha skin is rough.
And the thing that sucks is it's a really cool design, but it's for a really terrible character. Like there's that one for Rouge right now for the casino thing.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah, it looks really cool, but I don't use her enough to be like. And the thing is that sucks
Right.
about it. It's like you can either get it at $30 or you can get it at $60. I would rather get it at $30.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten it at 30. I like my gotcha luck is so bad. It is so bad. Like
See,
awful.
And I think it kind of varies. It has to be the good luck with pulling the characters or the good luck with getting the skins. It can't be both,
Right,
you know?
right.
Like I see these motherfuckers posting up pictures on Twitch or on Twitter where they have like 4 golds and here's my ass
Right?
getting like purples. It's like, where the fuck is my luck? Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I only put like $700 into this game. Sorry.
It's like,
Which
Gotcha.
now leads to a little bit more of another question that you kind of talked about earlier, which was if you ever were in a cosplay competition, and how was that basically for you? Like, was it a little bit more stressful? Was it more like casual, laid back? Did you feel more confident in it?
I used to compete a lot back in the day. Many years ago. I think it was like over like 5 or 6 years ago. I used to compete a lot. Uh, I guess it really depends on the contest that you are competing in. Like some of them are like more chill, more laid back, and then there are more like intensive ones um the one at New York Comic Con, the Eastern Championship. That one was very intense. Although like I really enjoy the cosplay contests because you get to meet a lot of really talented people. Like
Yeah.
I've made some really good friends, amazingly talented friends that I don't think I would have ever have met if I didn't compete. So I think like having the opportunity to compete like just gives you a like really good way to meet people and to learn too, because you can also learn from these people, because a lot of these people, like especially for like the New York Comic Con one, that one was crazy because everyone, like all the costumes that competed, it's like if you went to any other cosplay competition, all those cosplays were like first place cosplays. They were immaculate. They were so cool. So like it was really nice to be able to like talk to those people. I felt like, so despite like the end result, like whoever won or lost, like you did get to like make some really cool connections at the end of the day, which I thought was wonderful.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed doing competitions. The reason why I haven't done them as of late is, unfortunately, also with competitions, is it takes a big part of your day.
Yeah.
So for instance, when I did it at New York Comic Con, they did like what I really liked about theirs is you had an appointment time. So you had an appointment time to go get judged. And then later on, there was a costume contest. Although the costume contest, I think, runs like 1 or 2 hours. So it's like a pretty big chunk of the day. And it's typically late at night. Like when I'm like exhausted. So I don't do a lot of costume contests these days since it's just very time consuming. I tend to just like hang out on the con floor and like be in the spot where people are like doing their cosplay things, because I am a very social person. I like to just walk around and meet people.
Yeah, you like to be like, hello, fellow young
I don't want to
kids.
be stuck in a room. I don't want to.
Yeah, for people in the chat or viewers who are not too savvy, cosplay cons, competitions, they usually require you to be in one room all day. You can't show off whatever cosplay that's going to be part of the competition off. I know San Diego Comic-Con does it. If you're doing their what's the word? Their competition. There's a special term for it. I forget. But yeah, if you're presenting it at that, you cannot wear it on the floor. You have to like be in a room, or you have to not be there. Like Mangaloo said, you can't really go anywhere. You're pretty much stuck to like being in that room for prep time to get your cosplay ready, to make sure everything's working. Another thing as well, depending on the competition, like you mentioned earlier, there are some where it's more laid back. Come in, show off or whatever costume you have on, whereas others will judge you on your paint application. They'll judge you on how much stitching you did, on what kind of stitching you did, on how you developed the whole outfit, which I didn't know that people had cosplay books or costume guides or whatever, but basically shows the step-by-step process of how they did it to prove that they did it. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that's like bring your homework, like like the assignment's due today. If you don't have it due today, you failed.
right
And it's just like that's a little too much pressure in my opinion.
It's a lot. The build books,
build books, there you go. Which I'm curious about. Have you ever gone international with a cosplay before, and if so, where would you want to go?
I have yet to go international with a con. Gosh, I would love to go to Gamescom. I love to do Gamescom because I was a gamer before I was a cosplayer.
No.
I love video games.
No
so
way.
I would love to experience that. Yeah. So Gamescom would be fun. Plus, I would like to go visit Germany. I think it'd be cool. I think it would also be really fun to go to Japan at some point. That's like the dream, to go to Japan. Not just for a convention, but like just to experience Japan, just because I like just so much stuff from Japan.
Really? I couldn't tell from your background or your cosplay.
A lot of anime things.
Your Kill la Kill rug didn't give it away.
Yeah, the Kill la Kill rug. Yeah.
You never been to Japan before?
No, so I've never actually left the States. I think I've had my passport for about 2 years now, but I haven't actually used it yet.
You gotta get on it.
Yeah, I do. I have like 8 more years before it expires, so definitely gotta get on it.
My friend, she is a very big cosplayer. She does a lot of Guilty Gear stuff, mostly Arc Systems.
Nice.
She's done so much of it to the point that she like met the creator. She's met like directors. She's she's super about it. But so she got I don't know. I think she went as just a fan, but she went to the one in Japan. I think it's like Comic-Con Japan or something like that.
Oh my god. Comic-Con?
I think it was Comic-Con. Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but like I guess their structure over there is a lot different compared to us. Where for the people in the chat, basically you don't go in your cosplay. You have to show up there with your bags full of your cosplay, makeup, wigs, whatever you got to do, and you go into this big old room with people of the same sex and put it all on. And after that, you're pretty much left into a section of cosplayers, which is cool. I do like that because that's kind of typically what happens when you're a cosplayer anyway. You kind of go to where all the cosplayers are migrating. But I think that the kind of thing I am not a fan of is kind of being left to one section. Because I mean, the thing is like, of course you want to walk around, you want to shop, or like, if you want to get food. Because I know a lot of people have this idea like, oh, I'll just go to the Japan and cosplay and I'll just walk around Tokyo. And it's like, no, that's kind of forbidden over there. Exactly. Not that I don't think it would be like an ultimate problem. I don't think someone would call the cops on you unless you're being weird. But I just think it's one of those things. It's like, we already have enough of a bad reputation as Americans in Japan, so let's not make it worse.
Yep.
As like if you had to pick one cosplay for each, what would you do? Let's say you can pick any cosplay, any size, doesn't matter. One for Japan, one for Germany. What would it be?
Okay. Okay. So only one.
Only
Only
one.
one.
You have.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
All right, you know what? I'll give you
no.
I'll give you an out.
That's so hard.
I'll give you 2 for each one.
Okay. Okay. Well, Germany is so Gamescom is a video game convention, so I'd want to bring something that's video game related. If my Doomslayer was done, I'd bring my Doomslayer.
I'm sure if you got a free ticket to Germany, you would absolutely get that Doomslayer done.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I feel like my Borderlands costumes are definitely my very extravagant like video game themed costumes. So I definitely would bring a Borderlands thing. Probably my Tina. I feel like my Tina is very refined. I did a really good
Tina's a
job
good pick.
one. Yeah, I'll do Tina. For Japan, ooh, gosh. Oh god, that's really hard because of all the anime stuff. Oh gosh, I'd probably bring something from like one of the gacha games that I play, like maybe something from Blue Archive, which is a gacha game. I hear it's like more popular down there, so like I want to meet other cosplayers who cosplay from it and maybe cosplay with them. So probably something Blue Archive related might be fun. I know Ruby is also fairly popular down there. Like maybe
it's really popular out there. It's crazy popular.
Yeah, so I'd probably bring like a Ruby themed costume. So yeah, I'd say those. I definitely say those. Godzilla related? Yes, I could do Godzilla too.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's for sure like going in the list. And I'm like, wait, what? It wasn't mentioned? All right, cool.
Well, now that you mention it, that would definitely make sense. Godzilla. I should bring Godzilla.
That's kind of
although it is very expensive to travel with, having brought it to the West Coast.
That's why I hinted. I'm like, any size cosplay you can bring with you. So I was like, all right, Godzilla would be the one, but okay, guess not.
Well, if I have a third, then yeah, okay. Godzilla's one.
Third Godzilla. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, I was, looking at and obviously hearing from your story. Have you and your boyfriend ever considered doing like a Marin and Gojo couple cosplay?
Oh, I have cosplayed her. I don't think he wants to cosplay Gojo.
I'll say
he doesn't cosplay as much. He likes the more gosh, like his style, like he likes the more like action games, or like he likes helmet costumes and like that kind of thing, like things that he doesn't really have to like, or like doesn't have to like shave, like he doesn't have to shave his beard or whatever. So he doesn't want to have a baby face. So I don't think he would cosplay Gojo. Like it's just not his thing.
Yeah.
But he does watch the anime with me, and he does kind of relate to some of the stuff from that. So.
Honestly, yeah, when you guys were explaining your whole situation, I was like, this is just fucking my dress-up darling. Like, what?
Yeah.
But that's awesome, though. Yeah, because, when that... kind of going back to the Gooner thing, when that show first came out, everyone's like, oh, dude, Marin's so hot. Look at this Gooner image of it. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll see what it's about. And then, yeah, they're talking about cosplay and literally like exact things that cosplayers do. And I'm like, this is relatable. Like,
yeah, the whole thing's relatable.
Yeah, like this is literally what I do every morning before I cosplay. This is how I prep for one. This is how I take photos. Like, it's just, it's one of those like really good slice of lives because it's something that, of course, we can relate to, you know?
Exactly.
But I will say Gojo is fucking infuriating. It's like, bro, she likes you. How the fuck do you not realize this?
Right. I was just like, he's so stupid.
Like, I get you don't talk to women, but Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but if a girl really wants to keep coming to my house, maybe she's interested in me.
Yeah.
just a small hint. which goes into our other thing here. We're about to wrap up here soon. What animes have you been watching lately and or been binging, and what is your recommendation for people to watch?
Okay, so I am watching currently Dan to Dan. So good. It's really weird, like very weird anime. Although very interesting story. Like the characters are like really interesting and everything. I definitely do recommend it. I am also watching Dress Up Darling. Very relatable.
Very.
That's why I like it a lot. Like I relate to every episode.
You will cry. There are scenes where you will cry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Also very good like slice of life. What else am I watching? I am watching Panty and Stocking. The like the new season.
Dude.
Twitter it is very unhinged.
Twitter flooded me today with revealing images. And
oh really?
I'm like, fucking Penny and Stocking, of course. Why am I not surprised that they're showing this on you know, just out there? It's no censorship. It's there.
I know. I'm like, how does Studio Trigger get away with this stuff? Like, I'm always astounded. Like, whenever I watch,
you know what,
an episode, I'm just like, how are they getting away with this?
I think if you're dope enough to make Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, I think you can make Panty and Stocking and be fine.
True. Absolutely.
But I think that's kind of one of the things of it is that it makes it a little bit more of how fucked up can we get today? What fucked up thing can we think of and do and say and like literally just last week it was that gif of Panty doing like throwing a middle finger up and just saying all the bad words that she can think of. I'm like, okay.
Like a musical or something.
Yeah. It's like, okay, it can't get worse than this. Yeah. And then today, nope, sure can. That's awesome though. I guess this is more of a personal question for me because I'm genuinely curious, you being an Evangelion fan. Do you prefer the original series or do you like the new remake movies?
I personally haven't really watched a lot of the original. I watched all the movies and I really enjoy all the movies. So
yeah, I think that's gonna be one of my first EVA foam print projects. Well, ironically, EVA. I want to do Eva Unit 1. So I'm gonna need your guidance on how to do that with foam. I've never worked with foam before, so that's why I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cool. Oh
yeah,
my
I want to have it for AX. So that's a project.
Be so cool.
Because everyone always does Shinji, and Shinji just sits in the stupid chair, and I'm like, no, get in my belly, you fucking Shinji.
Yeah, do an Ava unit. Oh my god, this would be so cool.
I'm hoping that it's one idea. Just because the thing is, it's like, when it comes to anime, and I guess maybe just me, I'm a tan skin dude, so I don't know. I know it's not, you have to be the certain skin color, the certain body shape as this person, or the certain sex as this person. But for me, I guess it's more, when I get representation, I try to represent it as much as possible. David, Cyberpunk, I was like, woo, we got a Latino. We got one. We're on the board.
Right? Exactly.
So that was one of the ones I was really excited to do. Do you ever feel like kind of the thing that I experienced with David, when you do a cosplay of a character and you turn around and you see like 20 people doing the same cosplay, are you like, or do you not care?
I don't feel like I've ever like really like if I think it's more of I get really excited when I see more people do it, and I just like take that as an opportunity to go make friends with them because they obviously like really like the same things that I like. So it's a good opportunity to make new friends.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I never really actually see it as a like someone's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, like they like the same thing as me. That's really cool. That's really awesome.
Like for me, it was like, I guess maybe because it was the specific con I went to, but when I was at this con, they are known for being a party con. So, you see a lot of Davids being a little weird, being a little freaky deaky. And there you are as a David, and I'm like, I'm not with them.
Right. Oh yeah, so, I get that. I understand.
So that's kind of more of the lines where I was at, and I was just like, okay. But
it's like,
Yeah, like, no, I'm innocent. I promise I'm pure.
Right, exactly.
Now that we're kind of coming into the Halloween season, what are your Halloween plans, and what is your scariest movie that you've seen?
Oh gosh. Halloween plans. We're doing Pokemon this year. I'm gonna make Team Rocket. We're gonna set up the house to look like a Team Rocket base. And we're gonna hopefully get the Pokemon like trick or treat cards to give out. If we can find them. I'm really hoping that we can find them. Maybe dress up the cats as Team Rocket
Meowths.
Pokemon.
Meowths.
Yeah, Meowth or one could be Ekans or something. I don't know. One of the Team Rocket Pokemon. They have a few.
God, I wish I lived close. That
Um,
would be so much fun.
yeah.
I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
invite
god.
myself.
Yeah, Team Rocket. Team Rocket's fun.
I would just
So
come in
we're
as a
gonna do
rocket.
that. Yeah, exactly. Scariest movie. Okay, so I'm kind of a wimp, so I haven't really seen a lot of scary movies, to be honest. Gosh, I've played some scary games fairly recently because my chat makes me play them. I like Alien Isolation, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to play it
You have to.
next week because it's on my subathon. So I'm like, oh god, we're going to hit that goal, and I'm going to have to play the really scary part of it. So that's gonna be so fun, especially since I'm a whip. In terms of movies, oh gosh, it's so hard because I don't really watch scary movies because I am a wimp, unless if I just happen to be in the same room as somebody watching a scary movie. And my partner watches scary movies a lot. Like he's watched one, it's like about some haunted house that's on a hill. I forget the name of it, but
House
I
on the
caught
Haunted Hill.
that one. Yeah, I think that might have been it. I saw some of that. I saw parts of Blair Witch Project, and that was terrifying. Apparently, the forest where that they filmed that is actually in my state.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, great, awesome, cool. I will not be going to that forest. Oh gosh. I think that's pretty much about it. I don't really watch a lot of
No,
stuff.
that's valid. I'm a big movie person. And I think that the
Yeah.
major thing is because again, building costumes and stuff, it's always fascinating to
Right.
see the craftsmanship there.
Mhm.
So I don't know if this makes me an asshole, but whenever I go to like theme parks, like Disneyland, for
Mhm.
instance, and I'll see a cosplay
Right.
there, I'm like, I could do it better. Like, like,
Oh my god, that's like that one meme, like when you're at a Home Depot
Yeah,
and
Ron
like the
Swanson.
employee comes up to you, is like, "Do you need help?" It's like, "I don't need help. I know what I'm
I
doing."
know more than you.
Yeah, I know more than you. Like a bunch of PVC pipes.
Well,
Have to glue them together for a sword or something.
the thing of it to me is just like, I think because when you're more hands-on making it yourself for yourself, you can do a little bit more with it. You want to add more battle damage, you want to like scratch it up to make it look more like a scene you're trying to recreate. Obviously, you know the character's lore in and out, so it's just like super like you know this character. You know, it's not like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
John, here's your shift. You're gonna be so and so today. Put this on. You know. So I think, you know, having the know-how of like building stuff now, it's just like,
Mhm.
I don't need to buy like Mattel cosplay like helmets. It's like, why spend $80 to buy it when I can just make it? You know.
Right, exactly.
I don't know if you've ever experienced that yourself, like going to a yeah, and you're like,
Yeah, absolutely. Like I've seen stuff online where you can like spend whatever amount and like get it, but then I sit there and I'm like, well, I can just make it,
Right.
and I not only can just make it, like I can make it the way I want it to be, and it will fit me and look the way I want, instead of spending that money and getting something that might be like questionable, like it's like, does it fit well,
Mhm.
or does it like it's not made out of the materials that you want, or like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that.
Cool Trainer Vault Boy says the scariest thing she's seen in a movie was Pizza the Hut.
That yes, that was very that was
From Spaceballs?
awful. I just recently watched it. We'd had a movie night I think like 2 weeks ago, and I watched Spaceballs for the first time. And I got to see Pizza the Hut, and oh my god, God, I don't want to see Pizza the Hut again.
I don't think that even scared me. I think that just kind of ruined pizza for me, if I'm being honest.
Right? I know. It's like, I currently like pizza, but if I keep
Same.
looking at this, I will not like pizza.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, especially because they use white cheese to make it look sticky, I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, the internet's ruined things enough for me. This doesn't look like
Yeah.
cheese anymore.
Yeah, it looks awful.
Well, with that
Sure.
being said, we're going on 2 hours now, and I'm sure we can keep talking your ear off, but it is late for you. And I'm sure we can always have you back on for another session.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope you had fun with this.
Had so much fun.
Yay.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. To everyone watching Mangaloo Cosplays, she is on Instagram and Twitch. Also on Twitter. I call it Twitter now. I don't want to call it X. X is stupid.
Yeah. Same.
Feel free to follow her. I will put the links in the description here on the chat and on YouTube. Any final things you want to say for the people watching?
Thank you all for being here. Hopefully y'all have a pretty great rest of your day.
Yay.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back.
Yeah, good old Mangaloo will be debuting a VTuber soon, so that's something to be on the lookout for. There is a hint of what it is in my little setup here, so by all means, try to look for it. On top of that, yeah, whenever you get your VTuber, we may have to interview them, see what they're all about.
Yeah.
And I'm sure for the Halloween season, if you'd like to, we should collab on something scary for that. That would be a lot of fun.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be super fun.
I think hearing you scream and hearing me scream would be just eargasms for the audience.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off now. Thank you so much for watching and hearing us ramble about paints and Gooner characters for 2 hours.
Yes.
See you guys. Have a good night.